Now, this is an outreach update that we received from Ywam Ship's Kona team that visited Bagabag Island. When we arrived on Bagabag Island for our recent medical outreach, within minutes of talking with people, I learned something important. Everyone speaks Takia as their heart language, yet all of their Bibles and teaching resources are in English or Tok Pisin. They do their best with it, but it's hard for them to truly understand. You could tell them wanting something that they felt like theirs, something they could genuinely connect with. That night, back on the ship, we researched online, and to our surprise, the entire New Testament had already been translated into Takia. It was done for a neighboring island called Karkar, but had not yet made it to their island. There were audio recordings, apps, online tools, and even the full Jesus film. It looked like the resources had been sitting there, ready to be used, but no one had ever brought them to this island. Everything was already available. It just needed to be shared. The next day, we loaded everything into a light stream sharing device and returned to the village. As soon as people began receiving it on their phones, the reaction was immediate. People gathered around, faces shifted from curiosity to shock as they realized what they were hearing. They listened quietly at first, then began asking how they could get the recordings for themselves. For them, it was the first time they had ever heard the Bible in the language they grew up with. Our Bagabag Island outreach was a powerful reminder of just how impactful it is for someone to hear the Bible in their mother tongue. These resources have been sitting online for years, waiting. No one on the island knew they existed. We did not plan for any of this. We came for a medical outreach, and it turned into something so much more. God went before us. It showed me something about his faithfulness. Sometimes the biggest impact comes from surprises. We simply walked into the village, had a few conversations, and followed a small curiosity. God handled the rest. He already had the New Testament translated. He already had the Jesus film recorded. He already had every tool prepared. All we had to do was give Jesus our yes and show up. If you head over to ywam.org, you can read the full story, as well as additional testimonies from people who were there, and also find links to Ywam Ships Kona, where you can find out more about their ministry.